Bienvenue et bonjour de la France. Beth Jacob here, and I'm proud to be the only geek, so far anyway, in the French Alps. When I'm not listening to Kurt and Lindsay, I write for a little website called DLP Cafe. That's where I give the inside scoop on everything Disneyland Paris. Did you guys know that we're celebrating the 25th anniversary of DLP this year? There's a lot of new shows, events, and plenty of merchandise to enjoy. All that's really left to say now is I love to go geeking on Walt Disney World with Kurt and Lindsay.
Are you ready for a fun-filled hour of food favorites, resort hopping, and hanging out with Disney World geeks? It's now time to go geeking on Walt Disney World. Here's our dad and co-host. Hollywood was impressed with his performance in crowd scenes at the Indiana Jones stunt show. He never misses an 11 a.m. margarita at the Mexican Pavilion. And Mike Wazowski is still raving about his performance as that guy over at Monsters, Inc. Laugh Floor. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Curtis Stone.
Welcome home, Disney World geeks. This week, we have a trip report with one of our favorite and longtime Super Geeker Heather Brainerd in episode 197 of the Geekin' on Walt Disney World podcast. I am your Geekin' family podfather, Curtis Stone, and we are the family-friendly father-daughter podcast that will feed your passion for Walt Disney World by sharing our experiences and opinions as well as others from our community of passionate Walt Disney World geeks. I am so excited you're here with us listening to our show, and we consider you family, part of our Geekin' family. Join us every Monday as we share travel tips, resort reviews, and lots of food talk through our live trip reports, interviews with our Geekin' family members about their trips, and special guest roundtables on fun Disney World topics from Geekin' family members all around the world. We take pride in the awesome and positive community in our Geekin' family, so come join us in our love for Walt Disney World and each other, and I bet you'll learn something to try on your next Disney World vacation. Well, hey, today's episode is sponsored with our good friends with Fairy Tale Concierge Travel Agency. Fairy Tale Concierge is an authorized Disney vacation planner agency. You know them as part of our Geekin' family, Jennifer Galambos and EJ Cruz. And when you book your Disney World vacation with them, you're going to get a professional travel agent, and they are really passionate about Disney World. And you know you can dream and plan your next trip all year long. And well, they love to do that with you, and they like to talk and eat Disney World all day long. And hey, they love chatting with you about your next trip. And when you work with them, hey, they're going to help you from the very beginning, during the trip, and who knows, you might end up doing a trip report with us too. And contact them now for a free, no obligation quote. And best of all, their services too are free. So let's keep our trip bookings in the family and get all the details on our website, geekinonwdw.com, and you can get their contact information. This has been another exciting week chatting with one of my favorite super geekers, longtime super geeker, Heather Brainerd. So much fun, and she's got lots of great stories to tell. And I love it when they stay at great places like the Bay Lake Tower, one bedroom standard view on the first floor. That was really exciting to hear all about that. She goes to the Skipper Canteen, and they do the Top of the World Lounge for that new show, the Happily Ever After fireworks show. And they really wanted to spend a lot of time in Pandora, which they definitely do. And you're going to hear lots of interesting stories told by our storyteller geek and author, Heather Brainerd. Now, all right, let's get into this. Let's hear all of her stories and her latest Disney World adventure in this week's featured trip report. Oh boy, I am, as usual, excited to have a guest, and especially when it's someone who is one of my favorite super geekers, longtime friend of the show, and we're going to talk about that here in a second. But let me bring her in here. She's been a Walt Disney World geek ever since it was just the Magic Kingdom. She often dreams about the cheese empanadas at La Cantina San Angel, and I knew that about her. And her favorite thing to rope drop. Now, I didn't know about this, and I love this. Her favorite thing to rope drop is the Hollywood Brown Derby Lounge. I love that answer. Please give a warm Geek and Family welcome to Heather Brainerd. Hi, hey, Heather. Yeah. Hello, Heather. My tongue got tied there.
Hi, Kurt.
I'm so nervous,
Yeah. Hey, geeks.
Like you're so intimidating, Heather.
Oh, yeah, totally.
We were just talking before we hit the record button. Do you remember when you were on the Geekin' on Walt Disney World podcast for the first time?
I actually do remember.
You're one of the originals, the Fab Five.
Yeah. I was, I think it was episode 13.
Yes, I was just looking it up before we got on. It was episode 13. Do you remember what it was about?
It was our top 5 favorite smells.
Yes, I love that topic.
It was great. I loved it. It was so much fun.
I was trying to think how I found you. Back in the old days, I looked up for, I think you had a blog, didn't you, Heather? You probably still do, right? And I think that's how I found you.
I think it is. I did have a blog. I retired from blogging a few months ago.
Oh, okay.
So that now when I go to Disney World, I just go as a civilian.
Just for the fun of it, huh?
Right, exactly. Which, I mean, this was my first trip as a non-Disney blogger. So I wasn't obsessively taking notes and pictures and trying to document everything, which put a totally different spin on the trip. And it was great. I loved it.
And I know you're an author too, right? Are you still writing books?
I am. Yeah. We're currently waiting for the edits on our latest novel. My brother and I write together. We have a mystery series.
Yeah.
And so hopefully that'll be out within the next few months.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I know you do some editing and that kind of stuff. So you're a smart lady.
Aw, thank you.
I love all your comments, and you're such a great Geek and Family member, always commenting and very helpful. So
thank you.
As usual, I'm excited to go over a trip you just took. And this was like really recent. I'm catching up with you pretty quick here, aren't I?
You are. Yeah. We got back on September 1st.
Yeah. And here it is, the 12th. So that's weird for me to actually catch someone early. I'm actually all caught up with episodes. Like this episode is going to come out on Monday, and I want to get ahead. I'm starting to feel nervous. I got the edge on. I got to get a show recorded, and so I reach out to.
Wow.
Yeah, I had to reach out to one of my real. I think I asked you yesterday if you'd come on. So
yeah, something like that.
You're always quick to answer my messages and all that stuff. So thanks so much, Heather.
Oh, you're welcome. I'm just always so happy to be here.
Hey, I know you are. And you're up in, where do you live? You're close by me. Your weather must be nice like it is here tonight in Connecticut.
It's been beautiful today. We are near Rochester, New York. Yeah, so we have probably pretty similar weather to you.
Absolutely. And are you a TVC owner?
Yes, and thank you because you helped talk me into it.
I don't know why I was having a memory blank there. Now it's starting to come back. How long have you been a DVC member?
It's been about 2.5 years now. So we just completed our second stay at Bay Lake Tower, which is our home resort. Well, one of our 2 home resorts. We have what we call our family contract at Bay Lake Tower, and then our romantic getaway contract at the boardwalk. Very nice. That's
awesome. Because you have how many kids, Heather?
We have 3 teenage boys.
Yeah. So what their ages are, they're teenagers, so that almost tells us.
They are. Yeah, they
growing
are
up fast.
13, 16, and 17.
Oh, wow. You got to be looking at colleges soon.
Actually, our oldest is dual enrolled this year. So he's a high school senior and he's taking college courses at the local community college. So, yeah.
They're probably geniuses, I'm sure.
Oh, I don't know. But it's so funny because this trip that we just got back from, I truly think that it may be the last trip that's just the 5 of us, because next summer when we go, my sister and her family are joining us, and I think my oldest son's girlfriend will be joining us. So we're kind of entering a new phase of life. And so every moment of this Disney trip was like, I was just soaking it all in, because I was thinking, this could be the last one where it's just us.
I know it's an awkward time when you wonder if these young adults are going to want to go on vacation with anymore, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, we went through that, and I think that's a great thing about DVC that was for us, because it afforded us the opportunity to bring friends for them, which made it more attractive for them to go, I think, and break off from mom and dad and do what they want to do, because it's still fun for them. Yeah.
Right.
Nice. So we're going to talk. I want to ask you a little bit about that trip you got coming up, because that's a big one too. Before we get out of here with you, let's see if we can keep this somewhere around an hour, Heather. I don't know. I'm worried.
Okay.
Hope you don't have plans tonight. Though, let's see. I think you gave away where you stayed, Bay Lake Tower, right?
Yes.
And it was
loved it.
A 1-bedroom?
Yes. Yeah, we did a 1-bedroom. We did not get the room that we requested. I did the touring plans room request. And so for now, I'm 0 for 4.
Oh, really?
Really?
I think I'm 3 for 3. I don't know why.
Wow. You've got the charm then.
I guess. Really? Oh, for 4.
I'm not lucking out with that.
Have you stayed at Bay Lake Tower before?
Yes. We stayed there last August as well.
Okay. And whereabouts was the room? Kind of situate. Tell me, because I know how it's oriented. That's where our home resort is, but I have a preferred. What kind of, was it standard or Lakeview?
We did standard. I always go for the standard view, obviously, to save points, to make them stretch as much as I can.
Yep, most people do.
So I book right at the 11-month window, and right at 8 a.m.
All right, so you plan this out in advance. Yeah.
I do. I really do. So. Yeah, so we were this trip, we were on the first floor, and we were the very last room at the end of the hall, kind of. So if you go into the lobby at Bay Lake and there's the hall to the left, we were at the very end of that hall.
So the Magic Kingdom side.
Yes. Oh. Yeah, but we were not facing the Magic Kingdom. We were facing the courtyard that leads to the pool.
Okay.
Yeah. So we basically had a courtyard view, which was, it was lovely. It wasn't the view we requested, but it was beautiful. And it was so quiet because we were at the very end of the hall.
Yep.
I mean, we could have been all alone in that building. We didn't hear anybody.
On the first floor, is there like a door to the outside?
At the end of our hallway, there was.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Not from the room though.
Not from the room. I mean, we had a patio, and I could, if I had been able to hop over the shrubbery, then I could have just gone. So
you were really on the
room.
Yeah, the floor. So how was the view from there? Was it trees or?
Yeah, it was basically trees. It was pretty.
Okay.
It was actually kind of pretty. Yeah.
All right, because you can't really see the lake through the trees there, can you?
No, we couldn't see the lake.
Yeah. Wow. Well, yeah. I wonder, standard view, maybe that's why, because so many people book that. I don't know. There's not maybe as many rooms as if you did Lakeview. I don't know. I don't know why that didn't work for the fax request with touringplans.com. That is interesting. I like the other side, actually, Heather. When we go.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, we're going to go in January, and we have a 1-bedroom Lakeview. And I've stayed on both sides. And I like the view. I told Mom, I want to get as high up as we can so we can see like Epcot and over to Animal Kingdom and that kind of thing. That's one of the best views on property for me.
Nice.
So,
and I did have an option of a room at that end of the building, but that room wasn't ready yet. Oh. And the only room that was ready when we arrived was the one that we took.
Yeah.
So.
Right.
It was fine.
Short walk to Magic Kingdom, though, isn't it?
Oh my God, I love that. That was really the selling point for me.
Yeah, it is. It is. The location is one of the definitely top things for Bay Lake Tower. All right, so I'm surprised. Boy, you planned that way out in advance. Let's see, what else do I want? Let's get right into this. You did a trip report because you are a writer, and I think you wrote it like a novel, right?
I kind of did. Sorry about that.
Yeah, for all you other guys who come on for trip reports, she gets a pass because she's one of our favorites. But we like bulleted like outlines. But
yeah, I didn't do that.
This shouldn't be that hard. We're all veterans here. So the first day, so you're there on end of August, right?
Yes.
The 26th. It's a Saturday. When you fly down, where do you fly out of?
We normally just fly right out of Rochester. Once in a while, we drive an hour to get to Buffalo and fly out of there. But there is one direct flight between Rochester and Orlando each day.
What time do you get in there?
We try to get it.
What time do you get in?
The time of day varies a lot for that flight, but this particular flight got us into Orlando at, I think, about 1 o'clock. So that wasn't too bad.
Yeah, that's pretty good. What do you plan to do on your first, like when you arrive there, do you go to the parks right away?
Oh, yeah. Magic Kingdom.
You did. All right. Well, that's a little bit more convenient. Yeah. We've been saying, Mom and I, last few times we've gone, she takes Dramamine. She gets so knocked out and she's kind of grouchy by the time she gets down there. And I was like, we're not going into the parks. We're just going to chill at the resort, I think. But this is good. You got an easy, was the room ready? Probably wasn't at that time, was it?
Yeah, the room was ready. It was the only standard room that was ready. So they gave us the option of waiting for a different room, but we took the one that was ready. So we dropped off our stuff in the room, and then we just walked right over to Magic Kingdom. Nice. And the really funny thing about this particular trip was that, I mean, we are usually commando style from the first moment.
Yeah.
But this particular trip, we walked in and we were all hungry, and my husband said, well, maybe Skipper Canteen can get us in.
Yeah.
After thinking, is he crazy? We're supposed to be running from ride to ride. I then went, that's a really good idea.
Yeah.
So that's what we did.
Oh, awesome. So did you have a lot of restaurants booked then, ADRs?
We had 4 booked ahead of time. This one, we just decided to wing it and see if they had an opening, and they were able to get us into Skipper Canteen right away. So it was great.
I have heard that to be a fairly easy one to get in last minute so far. So your mileage may vary, but so far people I've spoken to have been able to get in there. So that's great. So what'd you think of the food there?
I loved it. This was actually my 3rd time eating in that restaurant.
So you liked it.
My first 2 times were both okay. They weren't bad, but they were nothing to write home about. But this one was fantastic.
What was it what you had? And did you try something new that you really liked?
No, actually I had I don't remember now what I had, but I know it was something I had before and been sort of lukewarm on, but I decided to give it another try because I had heard that it was good. So I thought, well, maybe the time I had it before, it just wasn't, maybe they were having an off night. So I was glad I gave it a second try because it was really, really good. It's
kind of an eclectic menu, isn't it? It's got some spice and different stuff. Yeah.
Yes, but that's our kind of food. So
you're adventurous.
Yes, we are. We really are. And this was the first time we had a server who was actually into it, who was like telling the jokes and, rolling out the puns and all that stuff. So it was a great experience.
Oh, well, that's good. That's good to know that your experience can vary. And this was a good one. And that's kind of what I've heard at that. I get kind of the 2 kind of different vibes. People that, and then it's like, it was really great. So interesting. All right. What were some other highlights from this arrival day?
Well, we did a few fast passes and we did a couple rides that we didn't have fast passes for. And before we could use our 3rd fast pass, the skies opened up and it was the beginning of 4 days of downpour.
Did you really?
So yeah, we were actually catching the fringes of Hurricane Harvey.
Oh,
so okay. It wasn't a hurricane where we were obviously, but we were getting a lot of rain for 4 days. So
did you make the best out of it? Did you get? I've lucked out with the rain actually this year that I was down. I don't even think I broke out the ponchos at all. So did it get you down?
That first night we were not prepared, so we did get wet, but then the next few days after that, we just kept an eye on the radar on our weather app and just, accordingly took ponchos if we needed to and umbrellas and what have you. So
you did
it worked out just fine.
You did a week, right? And
yes,
did it finally sun come out later in the week?
It did, yeah. So the first half of our trip was total downpour. The second half of our trip was total hot.
I was just going to say, did you deal with the heat? Because if you didn't have the rain, you're going to have the heat, right? On the end of August.
Oh, yeah. And I like the heat. I mean, I lived in Florida when I was a kid. I am used to the heat. It doesn't bother me. But we were talking heat index of 105, 106.
Ooh, yeah.
So that got to me.
Tropical. Yeah, it's warning for you guys who have not been to Disney World, and especially if you're northerners like us, it's really hard to explain how hot it can actually be in August, right? It's until you've experienced it. But you can, like you said, you can stay cool, stay in the shade and go to the air conditioning, and you probably can't go commando as much as you might want to when it's that hot.
That's true. Probably not as much. But another reason that we didn't do quite such a commando pace this trip was because we're DVC now, and we now look at Disney as, we'll be coming here for the next 40 years. We don't have to cram everything in.
We're starting to learn that, Heather, a little bit. I think the lounges are calling our names a little more than they used to early, afternoon, especially if it's going to be hot like that. About 3:00, we start to look at each other like, hey, I could go for a drink and relax.
Yes, exactly.
Well, actually, speaking of that, I see on one of my favorite places to go and taking advantage of this at Bay Lake Tower was Top of the World.
Yes.
Top of the World Lounge.
We had been there several times before, but that was the first time we had watched fireworks from up there. So that was really fun.
Had you seen the Happily Ever After, the new show, before?
Just on YouTube. I hadn't seen it in person before. So, so that was my first time seeing that in person. And I liked it. I 100% agree with Lindsay's assessment. It was beautiful, but it wasn't. It didn't get me the way that Wishes does.
Yeah. Are you artsy like Lindsay? She's like the theater person. Tell everybody. Well, what was Lindsay's opinion of Happily Ever After? Do you remember?
Well, she described the song, like the basic theme song of it, as being like a song from the Disney Channel, and I totally agree with that.
Stuck in your head though when you went to hear it. Then.
Yeah, and it just didn't it didn't have the emotional impact that.
I think that's a fair assessment. Yeah, well, Wishes. Yeah, we loved that one, so that's understandable. And well, it's kind of interesting that you saw this new fireworks show from On Top of the World instead of seeing it in the park. What made you do that instead of experiencing it down below with the commoners?
The rain drove us out of the park.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So once we dried off, we went up to Top of the World rather than walking back to the park. We just went to Top of the World.
That is a great thing. And so was it an interesting experience from up there then, seeing from the bird's eye view?
It was. I mean, I think the castle projection part of the show didn't have as much impact because we were kind of watching it from the side and from far away. Yeah. But the fireworks were, of course, spectacular.
Well, that's interesting. Yeah, it is actually very interesting because I've described this as being just a spectacular show, almost too much when they've got so much going on with the fireworks and the castle show. So I can understand that the fireworks really stood out for you and not being able to see the projections as well. That makes sense.
Right. So you're going to have to watch it from Top of the World and see what you think.
I think I'll get to do that in January for sure. And well, I don't think Mama's not even seen this show yet. Yes, she hasn't. So it'll be her first time because I was there with Lindsay bringing her home from her college program. And, you had some interesting interactions, looks like, up there in the Top of the World, meeting up with some people. But you mentioned you had dinner. Did you have supper up there?
We did, yeah. We just had kind of like an appetizer type of thing. So we do that a lot, both at home and when we're traveling. A lot of times we just do drinks and appetizers instead of having entrees. So, yeah, we did that. And so we were sitting on one of the couches in that lounge, which has kind of like a long, low coffee table in front of it.
Right.
So that type of seating area is big enough for two families. At first, when we were sitting there, there was a family. The husband had just come back from Afghanistan, so he was there celebrating being home, which was awesome. So,
that's cool.
So we were talking to them quite a bit. And then eventually they left and a different family joined us, and they had just flown in from Philadelphia. Like they had just come from the airport. So, and that was a last minute decision. They decided that day to go to Disney, and they were just there for the weekend. They weren't even doing any parks. They just flew down to spend the weekend at the resort. So that was really fun.
You're giving me some ideas. I posted on our Facebook group that I'm looking for ideas for our 200th episode, and people said, let's go down and have a get together at Disney World.
Love it.
Yeah. Oh, it's, I'd love to do that. But, so, this is a great idea. I like doing this too, Heather, doing my appetizers and a lot. I've never had a drink up there. It's funny enough.
Oh, you should. You really should.
Were they good?
They're good. Yeah.
Yeah. I know. We've talked about it. It's like we got to do that kind of resort loop and hit that as one of the lounges. And I've only been up there really to do the fireworks, and so that's so you had a nice conversation with some strangers.
Yes, exactly. That was one of the themes of the trip. That happened to us a lot during this trip.
You're easy to get along with. You're on vacation. You let your guard down, I'm sure.
Yeah, it was really fun. Actually, we got to know a lot of nice people.
Oh, that is one of the best parts of Disney World is people kind of let their guard down and you have fun with people you don't know, it's a small world, isn't it?
It certainly is.
Excellent. All right, let's see. Sunday's your first full day. What are you up to?
We planned to rope drop Epcot, but we didn't quite get there in time. We're not really rope drop people because we have 3 teenagers.
Yeah, right. Who wants to drag 3 teenagers out?
Right.
Out of bed. That's a tough chore.
Yeah. Right. And like my husband and I, we could just go to the park without them, but then they wouldn't get up until 4 p.m. So, So we want to be there to get them out of bed, even if that means we're late to the parks. That's fine. So, but we did get to Epcot at 9. We just didn't get there for the actual rope drop. So, but we did Soarin' standby, which I think was the first time I've ever done Soarin' standby, but we didn't have a fast pass for it this particular trip. Then we just did a bunch of standby rides, Living with the Land, Figment, Nemo. We used a fast pass for Spaceship Earth, which I have to go on every Disney trip. It's mandatory. Of
course. Yeah. And hey, was this when was the last time you were in Disney World? Is there a lot of new stuff that you're seeing? For instance, Soarin', was that the first time seeing the new Soarin'?
Oh, heck no.
Oh, okay.
No,
You've been there. Down. Yeah.
Yeah, my husband and I were there in January.
Okay.
He and I are the board of directors for his business. Just the two of us are the board of directors.
Right.
So every January we go down for our annual board meeting.
Ah, gotcha.
Just us.
Excellent. The board, the staff meet down at Disney World. That's excellent.
There you go. Yep, right. Exactly. So,
awesome.
So we had already seen the new Soarin'. We had already been on Frozen Ever After, things like that.
Okay. Excellent. But there's still a couple of new things that we'll probably get to. Because we didn't see Pandora, I'm sure, in January.
That's right. Yeah. So this day at Epcot, we did lunch at Beer Garden. That was our 16-year-old's choice because each of the boys gets to pick one restaurant for each trip.
Yeah.
So, and he loves German food. So,
okay.
Yeah. So we did that for him.
I do too.
And you know how you share tables at that restaurant?
Yep.
With other families. So the family who sat with us at Beer Garden, they were wonderful. A family of 3. They were from Arizona. They were Disneyland pass holders. So they go to Disneyland all the time, but they hadn't been to Disney World in 10 years. So a lot had changed for them.
Oh,
and they were just loving it.
Oh, good. Yeah. And were you training them? Give them a quick.
Yeah, I was. And their daughter was actually in a wheelchair and had a feeding tube. So, but she was a thrill ride junkie. She loves the roller coasters. So it was really cool to talk to her.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's awesome. So she was having a great time?
She was. Yeah. She was having a blast.
I think you put down, I don't know if you mentioned, she's nine years old.
Yes. Yep, exactly. Yeah. She was so cute. She can eat some solid food, even though she has a feeding tube. So she was sitting there eating a bag of Doritos, and she was trying to give me her Doritos. It was so adorable.
Well, one thing I think we did a show one time too, Heather. You did a lot of research on allergies and basically a special diet kind of things down at Disney World, right? So you're kind of an expert.
Yeah.
You did that. You did one of the conferences that was there, I think, if I remember correctly. We talked about. Yeah,
that's right. We went to the Food Allergy and Celiac Convention, which they only did it once.
Oh, was it? Oh, because
they haven't done it again. So hopefully someday that will restart. That would be wonderful because they did such a great job with it. But yeah, my son has celiac disease and I'm allergic to shellfish. So when we eat out at Disney, it's like paradise for us because they are so good about special diets. We don't have to worry.
Was Beer Garden, your son, is this the son that has the celiac?
This wasn't his restaurant choice. Okay. He chose, well, we'll get to that later.
Right.
But
so I was wondering, Beer Gardens, I don't know, German food is kind of rough.
Yeah, there's a lot of gluten on that buffet, but there are also a lot of things that are gluten free, like the meats and some of the vegetable salads and things like that. So there was a lot that he could eat, and if he was at all concerned about cross contact with anything, they just got food from the kitchen for him.
I was going to say that I love going to the buffets, and at the buffets, are they really accommodating for the dietary issues?
Absolutely. They actually have little flyers that they bring out that tell you, they list all the food allergies and what you can and can't have from the buffet. Yeah, but they will always bring out food directly from the kitchen if you're at all concerned.
And have you ever met with the chefs for the buffet to discuss allergies and that kind of thing?
Yeah, they ask you if you want the chef to come out. This time we did not ask for that because we had talked to the chef at Beer Garden before and we kind of knew what we were doing. But if it had been a new restaurant that we hadn't been to before, we would have talked to the chef. Yeah.
Yes. All right. I knew all that, but I'd like for our audience to hear that. That's a great service that Disney does. It's kind of cool. You wouldn't think at a buffet that the chef would come out, but actually I think they're kind of excited to maybe do something because they kind of do the same thing over and over again.
Yes,
they are real chefs, right? I mean, they are the real deal. They love being creative, so that's awesome.
Yeah, they are really good. And you know that my husband is an advertising photographer and he does a lot of food photography. So some of our very good friends are executive chefs. So we're kind of used to fancy food. So the fact that a chef will come out and talk one-on-one with you and then make you something, just come up with something that's off menu is just wonderful.
Yeah, you guys are not beginners. Awesome.
No.
All right. So did you kind of quickly go over to Animal Kingdom or?
We did because I really wanted to see it at night and see it all lit up. Okay. And I knew that wasn't going to happen later in the trip. So,
all right.
We just, that first full day, we just went over there for a couple of hours just to scope it out. We had dinner at Satuli Canteen, which was wonderful.
Oh, I want to hear about that. I'm really excited about that new dinner place, but keep talking.
Yeah, it was great. I mean, again, it was kind of different food. It wasn't like, cheeseburgers and chicken nuggets and typical quick service food. I mean, it is a quick service place, but it has more interesting food, I guess I would say. So it was delicious.
Yeah. And the way that it's described, it's like, I want to say it like Chipotle, however you say that. You got to pick a protein and it's kind of like a bowl. Right?
Exactly. Yeah. It's a bowl. So you get a base, a protein, and then whatever you want on top of that. So I don't even remember what I got. I know it had tofu in it. I don't remember what the rest of it was, but it was really, really good.
Flavorful? Did you have lots of...
Yes. Yeah. Very flavorful.
Nice.
Yeah.
I was, you might have heard me talking on the podcast. I was a little disappointed. I didn't know, we were there for the preview before the officially opened, and we were there for breakfast because our time slot was 9 to 11. And I was really looking at that menu for lunch or dinner. I really want to do that next time. And it's on the mobile ordering now. I believe that one is too. So
yeah, and see, that's something we can't take advantage of because with food allergies, we can't do the mobile ordering.
Gotcha.
But that's okay.
Yeah. And I see you mentioned that this is now your favorite quick service on property.
It is. It was so good. I mean, the food was delicious, and I just loved the decor, the theming, the atmosphere of that place. Yeah, it was amazing.
Well, speaking of the decor, what'd you think of Pandora?
It was jaw-dropping. I mean, it was just beautiful. Nice. And I had seen pictures of it because I am not one to hide my eyes and say, oh, no, spoilers, no. If there's something new at Disney, I want to know all about it as soon as I possibly can.
You're one of those, huh? Yeah.
Yes, I am looking at pictures. I'm reading reviews. I'm watching videos on YouTube. So I had seen plenty of pictures of Pandora, but they did not do it justice. It was just beautiful.
Something you got to see in person. Well, you mentioned your husband's a photographer. What do you think of photography for there in that land?
Oh, he got some really good pictures.
Oh,
yeah. It's a photogenic kind of place.
I thought I took some pretty good pictures, but I guess it's easy when the place is so gorgeous like that. The fountains and that floating mountain, to me, everywhere I stood, it seems to be a little different. It's kind of mesmerizing the way it's laid out. I don't know what it is, but it's spectacular.
It is. It really is. And even if you're not familiar with the movie, I still think you would be just blown away by the land of it, just the theming of the place.
So were you there near dark?
We were, yeah. We got there, it was still daylight when we got there. But while we were there, we were kind of waiting for twilight. We wanted to be there as the lights were coming on. Yeah. So, because there's all different lighting effects around Pandora. So that was pretty cool. Yeah,
nice. So it was glowing. Does the ground glow? Is there stuff in the pavement? And
I had read that it did, but I don't know if we just didn't get to the area that does that. But I didn't see any light up ground while I was there.
All right. But a little different at night than it is during the day. I take it.
Definitely.
Yeah. Did you get on the rides there?
Not that first night. Okay. I had made fast passes for both rides, but for later in the week.
Oh, okay. So was the lines really long?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Like the fast pass return line for the river journey was way backed up.
The fast pass line.
The fast pass line.
Oh, boy. Yeah. I hate when that happens.
I know.
I thought I got a fast pass. Why is this line so long?
Yeah. It does not bode well.
You didn't do Rivers of Light or the tree? Did you see the tree at night? We did. And we had actually seen the tree, the light up show. I can't even remember what it's called, but we had seen that last summer when they first started the Tree of Life Awakenings, I think it's called. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, and we haven't seen Rivers of Light. Again, I watched it on YouTube. I wasn't overly impressed.
Yeah.
So it's not something that I wanted to do this trip. I mean, I wouldn't rule it out, but I really wanted to dedicate my nighttime at Animal Kingdom to Pandora. That was my priority.
Right. She knows what she wants and she goes after it. Perfect. Anything else for day one?
Yeah. No, that was it.
All right. It's sort of day 3. Monday. And where you
Monday.
Monday. DHS. What does that stand for?
Disney's Hollywood Studios.
Oh, okay.
Or whatever it's going to be called next.
Yeah.
We don't know.
Oh, I know. Right. They're going to be calling it something different with all that new stuff going in there. They got to change that up. I saw some ideas for it. Nothing really got me excited, but that's for another day. Let's see what's going on at Disney's Hollywood Studios for you guys.
So my guys attempted to rope drop Hollywood Studios. They got there just a little after 9, so they did pretty darn good.
All right.
And so they went straight to Toy Story and did that. Then we all had breakfast at the Starbucks there, in Hollywood studios, but not together. Like we didn't realize till we were done eating that we were both there, but like on opposite sides of the street.
That's a stare.
So
I'm drawing a blank. Where is the Starbucks? I'm totally.
It's that. It's
on the main road.
Oh gosh, yeah, it's right. It's right on the main road there. It's that like trolley place.
Yeah, so it's on the when you first walk in. It's in the main.
Yeah,
street?
yeah. As you're going up the street, right before you turn right to go down to Tower of Terror, it's right there on the corner.
I'm with you now. Okay, yeah, because the starring roles, is that closed now?
That is closed. So I took my little breakfast sandwich or whatever I had and my coffee, and I went and sat at the tables outside of what used to be Starring Rolls because I was feeling all nostalgic and let's pretend I'm still eating at Starring Rolls.
Right,
you know?
'Cause that's always been a favorite of people. And what's going on in there? Can you tell?
I have no idea. Yeah. No, you can't tell, but I'm really, really hoping that they're making it into an indoor lounge for Hollywood Brown Derby. I have not heard any rumors about that. That's just my own wishful thinking.
Okay. Yes. Well, I loved your intro and that you're a rope dropper of the Brown Derby.
Yes. And by that, I do not mean when the park opens, go to Hollywood Brown Derby. You can't do that because it's not open at 9 a.m. But when you rope drop the Hollywood Brown Derby lounge, that means it opens at noon, but you have to be there by 11:30 to start lining up because people do.
Yes, I think I started that trend, Heather. I think
I don't know. I think I started that.
Yeah.
First.
Oh, did you? Did I learn it from you?
Great minds, right?
That's true. It's funny when I mentioned that. At first, I thought it was a hidden gem, especially that trick that you're talking about. I think I ran over somebody trying to get in there, or like jump the bush, you know. Hey,
yeah, it's a good spot.
Yes, it is. It's a fun spot to sit there and people watch and have a nice, relaxing drink on the outside.
Right, and watch all the Star Wars stuff that's going on around you. Yeah, it's really fun.
That is, well, if it's a hidden gem for you and I, now everybody knows about it.
I know. That being said, we were going to eat lunch there that day, but the lounge was closed because of the rain.
Oh, yeah.
So that was kind of a disappointment.
Yeah, bummer. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, well, what can you do?
Because you can get talking about hors d'oeuvres or snacks, and actually part of the menu that is a great lounge for that.
Oh, it is. Yeah, it's fabulous. We love the food there. Again, we have kind of fancy taste when it comes to food, so that place has our kind of food.
Charcuterie board there is outstanding.
Yes, and I love the Derby sliders there. They are so good.
I was going to say that too. Yes, the slider. And the famous Cobb salad is available out there on the deck, so that's awesome.
It is, and it's gluten-free.
Did you? Oh, yeah? Oh, cool.
Yeah. Yep.
Even better. So there is a new kind of brewery place going to be happening out on the streets of America. I know. It's coming up this fall. I'm excited about that. We'll see.
That's already on my plan for our January trip.
There you go. Oh, I think you and I talked. We might cross paths on our January trips, right?
Kurt, I think we might possibly see each other at the airport.
Is it that close?
Because we leave the day that you guys get there.
Oh, I do know there's someone else that it's got like a couple days, but you're the one that stinks.
I know.
When are you flying in? When are you coming in?
We will be there January 17th to the 21st.
17th to the 21st. Oh, no, I'll get down there at the 19th.
Are you kidding me?
No, I think it's 19th.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
Yeah, so we are going to cross paths.
Wonderful. We'll tell Mama. We'll start making plans.
We will have, and Judy will be there. We're going for like 2 weeks.
Oh, yay.
Actually, I just got word, speaking of DVC, we're renting. So we're using our points to rent a 1-bedroom. We're going to save some points, and we're going to rent some points to do Old Key West for the first time. I just heard that today. That is right straight off the press. Mama says when I got home from work, she's been working on that for a while. And we're doing that for the very first time, renting some points. All right.
That's great. I can't wait to hear all about that because I have a feeling that something like that may be in my future, the way I'm going through points.
Well, this talk is not all about me, although sometimes it sounds like it. So we're going to keep talking about your trip.
All right. So we did the usual fast passes. My guys did Rock and Roller Coaster, which I don't do.
All right.
We all did Tower of Terror, and we all did Star Tours, which was awesome because my youngest son, Camden, was the Rebel Spy.
Oh, how does it? Yeah, I can't do that anymore. I used to do it with the kids just to be a great dad, but it makes me a little nauseous. So what is that when you're how do you become the character?
They just take someone's picture, I think, while you're all like getting settled into your seats.
Ah, okay.
And so during like sort of the pre-show or the earliest part of the ride, they show the picture of, here's the Rebel Spy that you're supposed to meet up with. So they show a picture of someone who's in your ride vehicle, and it was Camden. So it was so great.
Because there's quite a few people in that ride. That's excellent. That's always fun.
Yeah. And then we left Hollywood Studios and did what will probably be your favorite part of the trip.
Okay.
We went to the Polynesian and we lounge hopped. We started at Tambu Lounge and then we went to Trader Sam's.
Yeah, I love the Polynesian.
Yes.
So was this the first time you were doing Trader Sam's, or?
My husband and I had been there before. Our boys had not been there before.
Oh, okay. What'd they think of it?
They loved it. They just thought it was so cool with all the like crazy, stuff that happens, the little performances that the cast members do. And they just really thought it was cool.
So you had a nice relaxing time. Tambu Lounge, of course, is nice right there. My favorite restaurant, Ohana. And
yes.
So this is kind of an interesting, you went from Hollywood Studios to the Polynesian for drinks, but you didn't have dinner there.
No, we went back to the room after our drinks. We actually had drinks and snacks because we had a really light lunch at Hollywood Studios. So yeah, we did our Poly little, afternoon snack and went back to the room and rested a little bit. And then we went to Disney Springs, which the boys had never been to Disney Springs. They'd been to Downtown Disney.
Right.
But they hadn't been to Disney Springs. So that was really fun to take them there for the first time.
It's definitely different, right? Don't you think? What do you think of the new Disney Springs?
I love it. I think it's absolutely beautiful.
Yeah. And you went to one of my favorite new restaurants down there.
We did. We went to Homecoming. Yeah. And it was gorgeous. I mean, I loved the sort of rustic charm of the space.
Yep.
I loved the beams and the big windows, and the staff was amazing. Like, our server was fantastic. They were so good about special diets there. The manager even came over, I think, a couple different times to make sure that everything was
nice,
going according to like our special diet stuff. She just really was being careful about that, which, I appreciated that so much.
Yeah.
I gotta say though, the food was a tiny bit disappointing. I'm sorry, Kurt. I'm sorry.
Yeah. What did you? Well, see, maybe it was the dietary part of it. Well, what did you have that didn't live up to the hype?
All right. Well, I got to say, first we had the deviled eggs, which were amazing.
Okay.
So I totally agree with you on that.
Good. Thank you.
And they were able to leave I think it's like fried ham or I don't know, something like that they put on it that is not gluten-free. So they just gave that to us on the side so that, those of us who could eat gluten added that to our eggs.
Okay.
So that was great that they could do that for us.
Yeah.
Then I ordered the fried chicken and donuts.
Yeah.
They did not bring me the fried chicken and donuts. They brought me the fried chicken. It came with mashed potatoes and gravy and a biscuit, which was fine. Yeah. But I was kind of like, I ordered the fried chicken and donuts. So then they brought me donuts, just a plate of donuts.
Wow.
But I think they were just some old donuts that they had lying around the kitchen because they were cold and dry and not good at all.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I didn't have those, but I've heard people talk, and I'm pretty sure people have enjoyed those. So that's interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
and
funny.
The chicken, the fried chicken that I had was okay. I mean, it wasn't anything special, and I was expecting something really over the top, amazingly good because of all of the wonderful things I've heard about this place. So I think it was my fault. I had my expectations set way too high.
Oh, maybe yes. Well, I gotta say, don't forget, I am not a foodie. I could eat. I'm like, I'm a country boy. I could eat just about anything. I'm not like, I am not particular, but actually everyone has been talking this. It's not just me on this one. There are places that I talk about that everybody's talking about, and this is one of them. So that's interesting to hear a different experience. Sometimes and like you said, sometimes you go back and, it's better than you thought too.
Exactly. Yeah. And I just, I used to love things like fried chicken and biscuits. That used to be like my favorite type of food. But since my son can't eat gluten anymore, I just eat a lot less of it because I just, what I make for the family, I make one thing for the whole family. I'm not customizing it for everybody the way Disney does.
Right. Right.
So, yeah, I think when you're just not used to eating that heavy, you then eat something like that and it just kind of weighs you down.
Did you try any of the drinks there?
Yeah, we got the moonshine flight and it was really good.
Oh, okay.
I can't remember. There were, I think, 3 different moonshines, maybe even 4. I don't remember now, but they were all quite tasty. And I had another mixed drink, but I don't remember what it was. Probably because of the moonshine flight.
Yeah, right. That'll do it. You probably heard us talk about the margarita moonshines that we had. They were big and yummy. They were good. I enjoyed those.
Yeah. And I was going to get that, but then something else on the menu caught my eye, and I just can't remember now what it was, but it was delicious.
All right. Well, let's move on to Tuesday. Animal Kingdom again.
Yeah, we did a lot of Animal Kingdom this trip because of Pandora. We just really wanted to soak it all up. So,
all right.
Yeah, so everybody was like tired and moving slowly this morning. So I just got ready and went to Animal Kingdom.
You went by yourself?
Like, forget you guys. I'm going to Animal Kingdom.
Did you really by yourself?
Oh yeah.
Good for you. Wow, look at you.
So I went and I single ridered Expedition Everest, and I got to tell you, Kurt, I rode with the nicest group of ladies. So it was me and these 3 ladies, together in our little ride vehicle.
Yeah.
And so I was sitting with a woman, and sitting ahead of us were her sister and her mom.
Uh-huh.
The mom was in her 80s. She was awesome.
That is encouraging to us that are approaching 80.
Yeah. You're so far from that. But it was great.
But I want to be doing Everest when I'm 80 too. I'm going to have to put a patch on, probably maybe 2 patches when I'm 80.
And you know what? I actually hear that motion sickness can get better once you're past middle age.
Thank you.
So
all right.
That's what I'm hoping for, because I have issues with it too.
You have a little bit too, yeah. But wow, this is fun. So were they the red hat ladies? My girlfriends that have the red hats, I hung out with them.
No, they weren't red hat ladies, but the mom, the one in her 80s, she was a retired cast member. So nice. She's retired now, but she still lives close to Disney and she goes there all the time. So she was really fun to talk to.
I love, I'll tell you one thing. I want to keep my enthusiasm even when I'm 80 something. And I love meeting people like that. Sometimes I have this picture of driving and stopping at a red light and looking over and seeing someone in their older age and they look so bored. It's like, yes. I don't ever want to be that person.
Right. Exactly.
That's great. Love it.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
So your gang after that, my guys found me.
Yeah. Well, we got cell phones these days.
Right. Yeah, so they finally caught up with me, and we had fast passes for the Navi River journey, which I loved. I loved it so much.
Yeah, first time for that?
Yes, right. Yes. And then we had lunch at Tiffin's, which was actually the restaurant pick of our youngest son.
Oh, yeah, you guys are you're training them. I guess you are training them right.
Right? Uh-huh. He was only slightly disappointed that they no longer have the head-on shrimp.
He even knows these things.
Oh, yeah, because that's what he got when we went to Tiffin's before. He loved that head-on shrimp.
Okay, you've been there before. Okay. Yeah, what do you think of Tiffin's?
Oh, we love it. Yeah. We love it. This was our second time at Tiffin's. We've been to the Nomad Lounge a few times.
Okay. Yeah.
So, yeah, the food there, if you're a foodie, Tiffin's is a fabulous place to go.
There you go. See, you don't have to take it from me because Heather is a foodie. They are experts at this, and even she's saying it's good.
It is. It's really great. So, yeah, so we did a few more rides and went back to the room and got changed into our Halloween costumes because why not celebrate Halloween in August?
Oh, yeah, you must have been there for the very first Halloween party, though.
No, we weren't. We were there for the second.
Oh,
That's how early they started it this year.
Well, they need to pay for all this new expansion stuff, Heather. Hey,
I know.
Actually, I didn't ask you. Did you do the Flight of Passage ride? Not yet?
Let's save that for another day.
All right.
There's a story to that.
Okay, so we didn't get on that one yet. All right, so Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, one of our favorites. Yes. And I'm sure you've been there before.
Yeah, this was only our second time going to it. Yeah. We went to it last year. This was my first time going to it, like I said, as just a civilian, not as a Disney blogger. So I could just relax and take it all in and enjoy it and not worry about documenting every moment. So nice. I loved it.
But you did get dressed up?
Oh, heck yeah. Yeah. I was Sleeping Beauty.
All right.
And my husband was my prince. And my oldest was Diablo, who's Maleficent's sidekick.
Okay.
And then our other two boys didn't want to get into full costume, but they both wore T-shirts that had Dragon Maleficent on it.
Nice.
So, they at least did a slight nod to costumes.
What do you got to get for a costume to be Aurora?
I kind of almost Disney bounded it. I did sort of like a, toned down version, but I just had on a pink skirt and a pink tank top that had like sort of the white off the shoulder thing that her dress has.
All right.
And then I actually ordered from Etsy a gold crown that's Aurora shaped. That's like specifically shaped like her crown. So
doesn't she have a big wig too? You didn't have the wig.
No, I didn't do the
full
blonde
head of
wig.
Long hair, right? Blonde? Is it blonde?
Yeah. It is. Yeah. I didn't get that into it, but I was still called Princess Aurora throughout the whole evening by cast members. So that was awesome.
I'm glad they recognized you bounding. And how about Prince Philip? What did Prince Philip wear?
Well, he was really low-key Disney bounding it. He basically had on a gray shirt with red sleeves to represent the gray shirt with the red cape that Prince Philip wears. But then he had a red Prince Philip cap.
All right.
So that symbolized who he was. So it worked out fine.
Perfect. Yeah. So it was uncomfortable to work you got to do the Halloween, getting all the candy, right? All the trick-or-treating.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. See, what you got to do is go to Tomorrowland and go to the trick-or-treat spot that's like kind of next to Space Mountain because not many people make it all the way back to that one, and you can just go through it over and over and over.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say, there's one, and even in the back, that trail that goes to the back down to the train station. There's that. I wonder if people kind of work their way, like you're kind of suggesting. They kind of stay to the left side of the park and all those areas, and they don't really work that Tomorrowland side, maybe.
Yeah. I mean, I felt like Tomorrowland was pretty empty. We just kept going on Space Mountain over and over.
I know when we did it, we've done it twice also, and we were finishing up our night late at night, and the cast members over there were dumping candy in our bags. I mean, we were just... I can't believe I'm candy I came home with. And I think actually one time Mama stayed later than we did and she came home with 2 bags of candy.
I love it.
It's good times. All right. And did the rain finally hold off for you?
Yes, this was the day that it sort of turned around because it was rainy earlier in the day, but it cleared up just in time for the party. So it was perfect. It was it was still kind of overcast, but it wasn't raining. So like the temperature wasn't too bad. It was perfect, actually. So it was great.
They have a special parade for this, right? And
they do. It's wonderful.
Yeah. Because I know if it rains, there's a certain character that does not run in the parade. So did you get the special character?
We got the special character. Yes, we did.
You know who I'm talking about?
Yeah, the Headless Horseman.
Nice.
Yeah, he was great. He comes out, I think, just a few minutes before the actual parade starts. So,
Right.
yeah, he
Kicks it
was
off.
great. Yeah.
Perfect.
So another really cool thing about the Halloween party was that earlier on in the evening, we rode Big Thunder Mountain.
Yeah.
We pulled back into the station at the end of the ride, and the cast member working there said, "Do you want to just stay in and ride again?" Because there was nobody in line. We were just kind of like, "Yes, please."
Yeah.
So that was great.
That is one of the treats of doing these after hours kinds of things, the parties or other, late night things. So we've done that at Haunted Mansion where you sat in there and it just lets you run right through it again. That's a lot of fun.
Right.
Nice. Anything?
Yeah.
How about the fireworks? They're special for the party too, right?
They are spectacular.
Yeah.
And we have like our favorite spot on Main Street where we like to watch them from. And we have our favorite spot in Frontierland where we like to watch the parade. So we were able to get those spots, and it just worked out perfectly. It was such a nice night.
Excellent. I'm seeing anything else from this. I see you're talking about magic shots. That's cool. They got Halloween magic shots. And
yeah, there were quite a few of them. I think there were like 5 or 6 different magic shots this year.
oh, they're really plussing that whole, with adding videos. And we tell everybody, do not go to Disney World without buying that package, the Photoshop.
Right. The memory maker.
Memory maker, right.
Yeah, which, as an annual pass holder, you get it automatically.
Even though the prices have gone up for that annual pass, throwing the memory maker in there is spectacular. It's so convenient.
Yeah.
All right. Anything good eaten? I see you stopped at one of my favorite places, and Cam's choice was...
Oh, yeah, Columbia Harbor House. Yeah, it was, there's not a lot of gluten-free stuff there, and there's not a lot of shellfish-free stuff there.
Not a good one for you.
I know, for both Cal and I. I mean, it was okay. We both were able to find something that we wanted, but I don't think it would have been our first choice. But that was all right. We just rolled with it.
Well, it's not good for you, but I love the lobster roll there. We just went down in the Connecticut shore and had lobster rolls. And I was thinking the Disney World lobster rolls are better than the one here in Connecticut that we went to.
Wow.
Which is awesome.
That's saying a lot.
Right, because we're right in kind of the... New England has got the best lobster in the world. I don't know how Disney World gets... They must ship it down there from Maine. That's all I can say.
They must.
Can you imagine the amount of lobster meat they send down to Disney World?
No, I can't even imagine.
I always think about the steak. I always want to be the steak salesman down in Disney World.
Oh, yeah.
The amount of food they go through. But anyways, all right. Anything else that we want to talk about from the Halloween party? It's one of our favorites.
No, just lots for us. It was lots of rides, lots of candy.
It's awesome.
The fireworks and the parade. Oh, and of course we went on Haunted Mansion because we love the way the cast members really get into it during the Halloween party.
Perfect. Yes. That is great. All right. Let's see. Let's go on. What did you do on the Wednesday of this trip?
Let's see. So we slept in.
Finally.
Because we'd been out till basically 1 a.m.
Yes, you did
at the Halloween party.
That happens, doesn't it? Especially later in the week of a trip. And if you do a late, that extra magic hour or a party, it's hard to get up and burn it at both ends. For sure.
Exactly. So I actually, when I got up that morning and realized that I had no chance of getting my boys out of the room, I actually got on the Disney app and changed our fast passes around a little bit. What we ended up doing was we ended up changing a fast pass from Space Mountain to Pirates of the Caribbean, specifically so that we could meet up with Kenny the Pirate.
Oh, yeah. I think I remember seeing you mention.
Yeah.
I saw this. That was really cool. Have you had some contact with him through his website? Tell everybody who Kenny the Pirate is.
All right. So Kenny the Pirate, probably most people listening know that he's a pretty well-known Disney blogger. He's really well known for his character locator.
Right.
That's sort of his niche, but he also gives out just tons of Disney information.
Yeah.
He's just, I subscribe to his blog, so I'm getting updates from him all the time. So I happened to see an update from a while back that he was going to be spending his 50th birthday, which was August 30th, at the Magic Kingdom. And he actually did a blog post listing his schedule for that day.
Oh, so you were being a fanboy. You were stalking him.
Exactly. Being a fangirl. Yeah. So, but he was saying, like, here's the schedule. Here are my fast passes. If anybody wants to join me for any or all of this, you are more than welcome to do so.
Cool.
So I wasn't like creepy stalking him. He invited us. So we met up with him. And once the 5 of us jumped on board, I think we had like 22 people in our group getting on Pirates of the Caribbean. We basically filled a boat. It was pretty cool.
Oh, so you had a Kenny the Pirate crew.
Yes, exactly. We joined the pirate crew.
That is spectacular. I wonder, so you got to meet him, so should I have him on my podcast sometime? I always wanted to have him.
Oh, yeah. I think you should.
I got to reach out to him. That's, excellent. That's good to know.
Yeah, it was really fun. And that was the first time we did that ride since they added the ride photo to it.
Yeah.
So that was just kind of
nice.
Cool, kind of different.
Good job. All right. What else? So you parted ways with the pirate crew?
Yeah, we only did that one ride with them. Then they went off to do their next thing, and we went off to get some lunch at Pecos Bills, which is a very good place to eat.
All right.
Yeah.
Did Kenny the Pirate meet your expectations?
He did.
All right.
I was not disappointed in Kenny the Pirate.
All right.
And it was sort of cool because I introduced myself and I was introducing my family and I was saying, and this is my son Cal and his birthday is tomorrow. So it was kind of neat that they had back-to-back birthdays and they were, they kept saying happy birthday to each other. So it was cool.
Good fun. I love, how much I love the Geek and Family reunions and meetings up. So that's awesome. Let's see. All right. What else are we doing?
We didn't spend much time at Magic Kingdom that particular day. I think because we had been there so late the night before.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
But we did go on Big Thunder Mountain. We were supposed to go on Seven Dwarfs, but our Fast Pass the ride was down, so our Fast Pass got changed into one of those use it on anything Fast Passes. Yeah, so we used it on the Jungle Cruise, and I got to tell you, Kurt, that was the hottest Jungle Cruise I've ever been on. The sun was just beating down on us. We were only like half under the awning where we were sitting.
Well, it is in a tropical jungle, don't you?
Well, this is true.
It lived up to its hype. Hey, how are the crowds at this time, end of August, beginning of September?
They are usually very, very light.
Yeah.
But they were a little heavier than usual this year, I think, because the Florida annual pass holder blackout for August was lifted this year.
Okay. Yep. And it looks like you were able to switch around some fast passes, though, even though the crowds were decent.
Yeah, that's true. We were able to do some on-the-fly changes, so that worked out pretty well.
Nice. Okay. Well, let's continue on. What else do we
All right. So the other significant thing about this day was that the water was down at Bay Lake Tower from 11 in the morning until 7 at night.
Like no water in the hotel?
No water. No water in the whole building.
For 3 hours?
Yeah.
Wow.
No. For 8 hours.
Oh.
11 a.m. to 7 p.m.
Wow.
Yeah.
11 a.m. to 7 p.m. Okay. Yeah. I guess no showers then.
Right. Yeah. So, I mean, fortunately, we knew ahead of time that it was going to go down at 11 a.m. Yeah. So I at least got all my boys up and showered before that happened.
Oh, so it wasn't.
That was good.
Yeah. So it was a scheduled thing that they did?
It was a scheduled thing, but it was supposed to come back up at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and it didn't. It was an extra 3 hours that it was down, which was kind of difficult because, we had been out in 100-degree heat with the heat index that was higher than that. And we came back and we wanted to go out to dinner, but we wanted to take showers first because we were all sweaty and gross.
You're smelly, yeah.
And
Speaking of the smells at Walt Disney World.
Yeah, exactly. There were some pretty strong ones. So, we couldn't take showers. Now, I have to say they did offer to let us take showers at the Contemporary. Oh. So they were like, we'll find an empty room. You'll be able to take a shower.
Wow. Okay. Interesting.
Yeah. So, but we went to the pool for a while, and when we came back in from the pool, the water still was not up. So I was thinking, all right, I'm just going to go to the Contemporary and take a shower. So I got all my stuff together to do that. I went to the desk at Bay Lake Tower, and they said, "Oh, the water will be back up in 10 minutes."
Oh,
so
okay.
I'm like, okay, well then at that point, I'm not going to walk over to the Contemporary.
Yeah.
So yeah. So I just went back to my room and waited 10 minutes and took a shower. So it worked out fine, but I'm sure that there were many people who were very upset about it.
Yeah, that's interesting. I never heard that one before.
Yeah, I know. That was very unexpected.
It must take a long time to pump that water out of the Bay Lake into the
the lake water. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Always something interesting at Walt Disney World. That's for sure.
That's for sure. And then after I finally got myself cleaned up, we went over to the Contemporary boat dock and took the boat over to Wilderness Lodge, which was the first time I'd ever done that. So that was really fun.
Nice. Yes, that's a good thing to do.
Yeah, so we did some lounge hopping over there for dinner. You'll notice that lounge hopping is kind of a theme with us.
I think, yes. Maybe you picked that habit up from us too. Or
yeah, could be. Or
this is a good one.
Come up with that all on our own. Yeah, this is a good one. So I had never actually been inside Wilderness Lodge before, and it's really beautiful. I had always heard that it was beautiful, so it was just fun to go in there and see it for the first time. And so we started our dinner, kind of did a progressive dinner thing. We started our dinner in the Territory Lounge, and then we went down to Geyser Point and had another, snack. Portion of our dinner down there. Yeah. Geyser Point was really beautiful. Like, I love the space, the setting. The food wasn't as good as the buildup. I'd heard a lot of really, really, really great things about the food there, and it just didn't quite measure up.
Ah, yes, we have been here. I haven't eaten there, but I've definitely been hearing people rave about it there.
Yeah, exactly. Me too. So, I'm learning. I learned through this trip to manage my expectations.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but the really cool thing about hanging out at Geyser Point in the evening is that the electrical water pageant comes right by it and is right there
bonus.
At 9:35 at night.
That's a bonus.
It was great because my boys had never seen it before.
Ah, is it loud from the Geyser Point standpoint?
Oh yeah, it's right there.
Well, did you hear it from your room at Bay Lake Tower? You're kind of on the other side, though. I don't know that it goes over that side.
Yeah, I don't think we did hear it from our room.
It kind of it comes across, the bridge goes over the road. That's a water bridge. That's the best I can explain it. And then it comes in towards the Wilderness Lodge. I think it kind of does a loop around there and then goes back towards, Polynesian and that kind of stuff. I don't think it actually goes that side of the Bay Lake Tower. But I don't know. I'm trying to remember. Because I heard it very prominently from way up high on the Contemporary side when we stayed there. It woke us up. We were in bed early, I think, one night, coming through about 10 o'clock. And what in the world is that? My kids are saying.
Oh, wow.
With the doors closed, windows closed.
Wow. Yeah, no, we did not hear it from our room at all. But I don't think we would have been in bed at that time of night. We're usually up at least a little bit later than that. Right. So I don't know. Anyways, that was fun. Stuff. We had a nice time.
Excellent. All right, let's go over to day 6, Thursday. What was back to Animal Kingdom again?
Back to Animal Kingdom again, because this was the day that we actually had fast passes for Flight of Passage.
Yeah, you didn't do much of Epcot at all on this trip.
We didn't. And we usually spend a lot of time at Epcot, but it just, we were really, really focused on Pandora and on the Halloween party. Those were kind of our two main goals.
All right.
And on lounge hopping. So, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, so we went to Animal Kingdom. This was Kale's birthday, his 17th birthday. Yeah. Wow. So that was cool. And last year we were also at Disney for his birthday. just because we like to go in late August, and his birthday is August 31st. So
Sure.
it just so happens that we're there for his birthday every so often.
Nice.
And last year, for his 16th birthday, he had a fever. And we didn't realize it at the time, but it was actually the start of Lyme disease. So,
Wow.
so he was really, really, really sick on his birthday last year. And so the fact that he was healthy on his birthday this year it just felt like miraculous.
I don't like being
it was
sick
wonderful.
at Disney World. That is one of the things I pray doesn't happen. So this is good. Good start.
I know. Then. Yeah. So, and imagine being sick at Disney on your birthday.
Yeah.
It's not fun.
No, we don't want that happening. So this is good.
Yeah. So this is good. He was healthy.
Did we finally get to do Flight of Passage?
All right. So I was not sure if I was going to do it or not. I made fast passes for all 5 of us.
Right.
And I'm very in tune with my intuition. I look for signs all around me when I'm trying to make a decision about something. I kind of listen to my intuition to give me signs about whether I should do something or not. So I was trying to read the signs about whether I should go on Flight of Passage or not, because I was really on the fence about it.
Yeah, I totally understand that.
Yeah.
Because you have a little bit of motion sickness, right?
Right. I'm claustrophobic, so I was worried about the tightness of the ride vehicle, the restraints.
Okay.
So those 2 things together made me kind of nervous. So I just didn't know. And I was just, like I said, just waiting for some guidance. So first of all, we're waiting at the bus stop at the Contemporary for the Animal Kingdom bus. And it seemed to take forever for that bus to get there. And it was another one of those super hot days. Yeah. So we're all hanging out at the bus stop with like sweat dripping off us. And so that was just not a good omen there. So then we finally get on the bus. We get headed towards Animal Kingdom, and this alarm bell starts ringing all throughout the bus. And the bus driver finally finds a safe place to pull over. So he does. And it was something with the wheelchair ramp, it wasn't locking properly or something. So he had to unlock it and, fold it out and fold it back up again and lock it again. And So then he gets heading back on the road, and then the alarm starts going off again. And at this point, you can feel the bus kind of rocking from side to side in a way that it should not.
So are these all warning signs to you saying you should not be going to Animal Kingdom to ride Flight of Passage?
I've got this little warning in the back of my head going, this does not bode well.
Someone's trying to tell me don't go here this way.
Exactly. So, the bus finally limps into the bus stop at Animal Kingdom. Yeah. We all rush off of that bus before it totally collapses.
Right.
And so at this point, we're running late. I didn't even know if we were going to make the end of our Fast Pass window for Flight of Passage. So we are rushing.
I bet they would honor it just because of the bus problems, but go ahead.
I agree, but
Yep.
We don't want to risk it. So we're rushing to get to the Fast Pass return for that ride. And, we get into the line, and I'm still as we're walking through the queue, my son says to me, so are you actually going to go on it? And I go, I don't know. I haven't decided yet. As I'm walking through the Fast Pass queue.
Had you been listening to, like you said, you watch a lot of videos, you listen to podcasts, you probably heard me and Brian Wall talk about this.
Yeah, you two made me kind of nervous.
So, well, at least you had that. Him and I went cold turkey.
I know. I felt so bad for you.
I probably still would have done it if I listened to all that junk.
So, all right. So we get through the Fast Pass queue, and we get into the pre-show area where you watch a video. Yeah. That Dr. What's his name is telling you how you're going to link up, and you get decontaminated, air blows on you or something like that. Yeah. Does that sound at all familiar?
Well, no, you probably needed that because you didn't take a shower, but go ahead.
Well, that's true. But my point is the pre-show didn't work.
Oh.
There was no pre-show video. It was broken.
Oh.
So there's a bunch of us just standing in this tiny room with nothing going on, and we're all looking at each other like,
this is awkward.
What is going on? And they left us in this room for 15 minutes.
Oh, wow.
we had no idea what was going on.
There's a lot of getting people on the ride. It takes a while to get people situated and set up to go. So that could be part of it.
That I understand, but the fact that the pre-show video didn't work,
that I can't explain.
That was another warning sign for me.
Yeah, right.
Saying, okay, here's another. So far, 3 things have gone wrong just between the hotel and here.
I believe all that stuff. I watch for those signs too. I'm feeling you.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. So at that point, I
probably would have been dumb enough to still go on, but go ahead.
At that point, I said to my son, all right, that's it. Yeah. I've had 3 warning signs. I'm not going on this ride.
Nice.
So we get to the point where they're handing out the 3D glasses. And I said to the cast member, I'm going to take the chicken exit. He's like, okay, just follow me. And, he took me through.
Yeah.
So I was actually really glad that I didn't do the ride, because after my family got off of it, my husband was telling me about it, and they all loved it, by the way.
Yeah.
But
good.
he was telling me about it, and he said, he was like, the restraints are pretty tight, and you could, if you're prone to motion sickness, I can see how it would bother you. And he goes, plus there were the flashing lights. And I'm like, huh? And he goes, oh yeah, there's flashing lights at the beginning when you're being linked to your avatar. See, I also have epilepsy, so flashing lights are not safe for me. So so when you put all of those things together,
I think you made the right choice.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you made the right
exactly.
choice.
So I didn't do it. I was disappointed that I didn't do it, but at the same time, I felt like it was the right decision for me.
Everyone's got different experiences there. That's for
right, sure. Exactly.
Well, I'm glad your family enjoyed it. That's good.
Yeah, they loved it. They enjoyed it so much that the next day, which was our last day, 3 of them went back and did it again, which, that was pre-planned. They all had asked me to make fast passes for them for the last day. So,
awesome.
They loved it.
All right. Good story. All right. What else then? We're winding down here, I think.
We are. So we did a few more rides at Animal Kingdom, and then we went to the Yacht Club for Cal's birthday dinner. And he had specifically chosen the Captain's Grill for his birthday dinner for a really weird reason, but it actually makes a lot of sense. The Captain's Grill is currently closed for refurb.
Yeah.
So while it's closed, they are temporarily seating people in Ariel's, which is in the beach club, and it's a party space. So it's like a private event space.
Oh, okay.
So we were able to have Cal's birthday dinner in a Disney private event space, which was awesome.
Oh, because when I was going to ask, I was wondering if Captain's Grill was done. So you answered all those questions. So it's still, all right. So it was still the same food and it was good?
It was really good. In fact, what I wanted, I couldn't have because it was a fish dish, but there was a shellfish sauce on it.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, well, can I just have the fish without the sauce? And can you instead put it with this other side dish? And they're like, oh, sure, we can do that.
Oh, cool.
So they I kind of created my own meal.
Is it kind of like a seafood place, steaks?
All of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
A little bit of everything.
I wonder what it's going to be like when it's done. That's Lindsay and I talked about that because she worked over there and had mentioned that to me. Cool. All right.
Yeah. So after that, we walked to Hollywood Studios because it was Cal's birthday, so he was running the show that day, and he wanted to see the Star Wars fireworks show.
Oh, cool. Yep.
Yeah, he hadn't seen it before. Again, Rich and I had seen it back in January when we went to our last board meeting.
Yeah. Excellent choice because you can walk over there. Yeah, nice.
Right. Yeah. So we did the walkway. We went on Tower of Terror. Then the guys did Rock and Roller Coaster. Then we went on Tower of Terror again. And I don't know if you've ever seen this or not, but the Tower of Terror standby wait sign, I was like walking up to the ride and I was looking at the wait time and it was on 30 minutes. And while I was watching it, it flipped to 13 minutes.
We've talked about that sign before and we don't trust that one. We don't trust that one at all.
Really?
And I hate this, but even if it says an hour, I would have chanced the Tower of Terror. I like it so much, and I find that queue goes fast anyway, and I think it lies a lot. So that's interesting you said that. Yeah,
I know. I love that ride too. It's one of my favorites. But think about it, Kurt. 13 minutes. It's not an increment of 5.
No, yeah.
13.
Maybe it's because it's the Twilight Zone.
Exactly. We were thinking, ooh, the wait time is haunted. Yeah.
It is. We've talked about that. That's interesting.
Yeah, it was cool.
All right.
So we did that, and then we walked over to catch the Star Wars Galactic Spectacular show. And you know how there's those two kind of like towers kind of in front of the stage where you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Scaffolding.
I'm not doing a good job of describing it, but we so there's the old great movie ride, and then there's a stage in front of it, and then there's 2 towers. Yeah. We stood in between the 2 towers.
Okay.
To watch the show, and it was the perfect spot to stand. We could see everything. A lot of the show is projections onto the Chinese theater and the buildings on either side of it. Yeah. So we could see all of those projections perfectly.
Oh, good.
We could see all the fireworks and all of the light and fire effects and laser effects. We could see all of that perfectly. And my son is such a huge Star Wars fan.
Nice.
Because he's my son. I'm a huge Star Wars fan.
Yes, you are. Right.
Yeah.
And you were right up close. You were like, touch it, reach out and touch it. Yeah, nice.
Yeah, so, I mean, it was a great way to cap off his birthday because he just loved it.
I'm weird where my son and I, we like to go to movies. I kind of like to sit up close to it's like wrapped around my head practically at the movie theater. I'm weird like that. But yeah, cool. Good stuff. Yeah. Right in the action.
So yes, we were right up there in the action. It was really, really cool.
Well, I understand you were kind of in another action on the bus home.
Yeah, this part wasn't so cool. So yeah,
I should be laughing. It's like,
well,
it's weird.
It was just crazy. So we left the park, right after the Star Wars show. So that was when the park closed, and that's when everybody was leaving the park. The lines to the buses were just completely insane.
Exactly.
And people had to wait a really long time to get on the buses. That's just what you get that time of night. That's what happens. So we were fine. Like we don't mind waiting for a bus when we're expecting to wait for a bus. It's the unexpected long waits that get me. But so we were chatting with people in line. There was a really sweet boy and his family who were standing next to us, and he was actually a cancer survivor. He was a 13-year-old boy who'd been cancer-free for, I think, 6 or 7 years.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Yeah, so we had a great time talking to them, and they were actually staying at the Contemporary, and when they checked in, they were given, I want to say, the presidential suite. I don't know if that's right. It could have been like the vice presidential suite or something, but they were given...
Yeah, like upgraded
Yeah,
them?
they didn't know this was going to happen. So because of this boy, because he was a cancer survivor, they got upgraded. Yeah, they got upgraded.
I got a little tear in my eye, and so you're going to ruin it when you tell me about the story that you're going to tell me next. It's like two juxtapositions of a story here, but go ahead.
I know. So that was the sweet part of the story.
Right.
But so then we all get on the bus, and I grabbed a spot close to the front of the bus because I'm claustrophobic. If I get in the back of a crowded bus, I have a panic attack. So I try to stay close to the front, and my husband stayed with me because he knows how I am.
Yeah,
he knows he needs to be there in case I have a panic attack.
Yeah.
The boys headed for the back of the bus because they're teenagers. It's not like we have to hold their hands.
Yeah.
We're on the bus. We're en route back to the resort, and we hear yelling from the back of the bus.
Yeah.
Yelling and screaming. Two women were screaming at each other.
What was it all about?
Okay, here's
you have an idea?
Here's what I've kind of pieced it together because it happened right next to my children.
Yeah.
So
Great.
It started in the dark.
Yeah.
But then once the screaming started, the bus driver turned on the lights, and that sort of calmed things down.
Okay.
But they kind of pieced together what they could. They think what happened was a woman was sitting down holding a little boy on her lap, and the little boy accidentally kicked a woman who was standing in front of him.
Okay.
And then not that woman, not the woman who got accidentally kicked, but her grown daughter started yelling at and hitting the woman who was sitting there with a child on her lap. Yeah.
Hitting him?
Hitting.
Wow.
Hitting, like slapping.
So did the bus driver stop and call police or anything? Or
Well, first he turned on the lights while he was still driving. I think he was looking for a safe place to pull over, but turned on the internal bus lights to try to calm the situation. He didn't end up pulling over. I think he would have, but there were a couple of guys towards the back of the bus who were like calming the situation, talking the women down.
Jeez.
I know, it was crazy. I've never seen anything like that anywhere.
What a swing of emotions from the sweet story that you had. And isn't that it's kind of like Disney World, to be honest with you? You have these ups and downs of emotions, like the shower's not working one day and you're having this great, it's just like all of these things.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I take the bus every day to work, so this part doesn't surprise me all that much, I hate to say, but that's sad. All right.
I know.
It kind of broke up though?
It kind of broke up. It calmed down a bit.
Yeah.
So all of those people who were fighting, they got off the bus at Wilderness Lodge. So that was the stop before us.
Some peace to finish it up.
Yeah. They were getting off at the first stop. We didn't have to ride any further.
Take it outside. Great. All right.
But it was funny because as soon as they got off the bus and we continued on to the Contemporary, everybody was like, "Oh my God, what happened? Could you see? I don't know. Could you see?" Like the whole rest of the bus was talking about it. So yeah.
Oh well. Yep.
It was crazy. Well, anyways,
everyone wants to hear this because this stuff can happen.
Yeah.
I mean, we like to be positive. I like to be positive on my podcast. I get a lot of compliments for that, but you can't not talk about the other things that sometimes happen. Extracurricular activity.
Yeah, and it's good to be aware that these things can happen, because I think sometimes you get lulled into the magic, and the magic is a wonderful thing. I love the magic, and I wish life was like that in general. So, but still, you will
occasionally see these outbursts, and I don't know. I think you do see it a lot at Disney World. I can tell you stories, but I've seen it for sure. You might see a parent get really crazy at a kid. We saw a cast member lose it in the parking lot, didn't know we were watching.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So it does absolutely happen. You got to be on your toes at all times, even at Disney World.
Right. I mean, I go to Disney and I go really everywhere looking for the best in people and usually finding it. But then every once in a while, something like this happens. And
I'm not good in those situations. I'm the same way. I'm such a positive kind of person. Like it really shocks my system. It takes me a while to understand what's going on. It's like, is this really happening? It's really,
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough. And I'm a Reiki master, so I give people treatments using Reiki energy, which is like a natural healing energy.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting on the bus during the fight, and I just closed my eyes and I started sending Reiki energy towards these women.
Yeah.
So that was my way of dealing with it.
Maybe you calmed this situation down then.
Yeah.
Oh, good for you.
Well, it can't hurt. It helped me get through it.
That's right.
So, So then we get to our last day, which is always so sad.
Exactly.
So we split up on the last day because I always like to go to Magic Kingdom on my last day if I possibly can.
Yeah.
And Camden wanted to go with me, and then my other 3 guys wanted to go to Animal Kingdom. Like I said, they had a fast pass for Flight of Passage, and then they decided to skip their other 2 fast passes and just go over to Epcot and Single Rider Test Track, because we hadn't been on Test Track yet this trip, so they really wanted to get that in.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we had a great time at our respective parks. Camden and I did a ton of rides. Between our fast passes and our standbys, we got in like 7 or 8 rides that day. And I mean, we were only there for a few hours.
Yeah. You flew out that day?
What's that?
Did you fly out that day too?
We did, yeah. We flew out, I think, around 6 o'clock that night. Okay. So, yeah.
We do that
too. There was one tiny little disappointment, and this might break your heart, and I'm sorry in advance, but
I think we might have lost our friendship. I know what you're going to say.
Yeah, and my beloved spicy chicken waffle sandwich from Sleepy Hollow was absolutely disgusting. I couldn't eat it. I couldn't even eat it.
Well, so you did like it in the past?
Oh, I love it. It's one of my favorite Disney foods.
So what was different?
The chicken was so awful. I was just saying to Cal today, it was like one of those rubber chickens, like, that you would get from a joke shop. It was,
wow. Like you couldn't bite
flavor,
it?
The flavor, the consistency was like rubber. It was, it was so bad. It was so bad.
I definitely don't think it's as good as it was when they first, you remember they had it and they stopped it and then they brought it back?
Right.
I think it was a little bigger. I think they put more stuff kind of in there and stuff. I had one, the last one I had, I liked. So, well.
Yeah, the last one I had back in January, I loved it.
Okay.
And that was after it went away and came back again.
Did you eat it at all? Did you finish it?
The one I got this time? No. No. I should have taken it back, but I didn't want to take the time to take it back.
Okay.
With it being our last day.
Oh, that's disappointing. No, I'm not mad at you. I thought you were going to say you didn't. I thought you said you were trying it because I always talk about it and then you didn't like it. That's different.
No.
You got a bad one. It happens.
I found it years ago. Yeah, I've been eating that thing ever since it first came out, all right. Years ago. So that's been one of my favorites.
Okay, we're still friends then.
We can still all right, good. I was worried. So other than that, we just had a lot of fun going on rides that day. The 5 of us met back up at the Contemporary to catch our Magical Express back to the airport. And that was that. Now I'm busy planning the next one.
Oh, so it was a good trip then?
It was a really good trip. Yeah. I mean, like you said, it had its highs and lows, but it was a really good trip overall. Yeah.
It's never the same, is it? Every time we go, there's always something.
Boy, that's for sure.
It's kind of why we go. I mean, we don't want to witness fights on the bus, but it's lots of cool stuff going on there. That's all. Yeah. So we've been going pretty long, but tell me, you're excited about this next trip. What's special about the next trip you're planning?
Yeah. Well, now I'm excited about the one in January because it sounds like we'll both be there for a couple of days. So
share a chicken sandwich together.
Yeah. But then the trip after that will be next July, and that will be the first time that my sister's family goes to Disney. My sister was actually there when she was, I want to say, 5 years old. Uh-huh. That was the last time our family took a trip there.
Yeah.
So she's 11 years younger than me. So she was little and I was a teenager. Okay. So it was like the last big family vacation, before I went away.
Has she not been there since?
She has not been there since.
Oh, so, no wonder you're excited about this. Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't know if her husband has ever been there. Okay. And their kids have not been there.
Oh, nice. Where are you guys staying? Yeah. Where are you staying?
We are staying at Bay Lake. I already booked the rooms. I have booked a 1-bedroom villa for them and a 2-bedroom villa for us because nice. I think we're going to have a party of 6.
Okay.
Staying in ours. So we will be.
Oh, you're bringing friends.
Too
and
many
stuff.
of us.
Yeah.
Nice. So. Yeah,
that's
excited.
Exciting. Oh, yeah, I like bringing newbies.
Yeah, I think it's going to be fun. You
got to be careful not to, harass them too much. Do this, do that.
I know.
It's really tempting to be a pain, but yeah, I think that's great. That's your sister, and you're the big sister, so you know how to play that role.
Yeah, and her kids at the time, they will be 5, 7, and 11.
Oh, wow.
So I think it'll be really good that there will be 4 adults, because that way if the 3 little kids want to do 3 different rides, then we can divide and conquer. It'll be fine.
Oh, did you hear, we just released Lillian Opsommer from the Unofficial Guide. We gave you some tips on your trip because you've got such
I know.
Yeah, you got a group. Yeah. I love going with families, but there is a challenge there that everybody gets to do what they want to do. And it's a little awkward if people want to do one thing, but definitely can communicate a lot with each other. And I would say let them go off and do some stuff on their own for sure, but do stuff together too.
Yeah, that's really good advice. And I did listen to that episode today and it was fabulous.
I think that's spot on. And because your ages are really different too. I've gone with families where the ages are pretty close, but you got a real gap there in ages. So the things that they want to do might be the same as your boys want to do.
Well, and the thing is with my boys,
they're older
the oldest will be almost 18.
They can do whatever they want. Yeah.
So I really think that my boys will just do their own thing, especially if they have friends or girlfriends or, whoever with them. I think they'll just go do their thing. And I'm kind of picturing myself and my husband mostly being with my sister and her family, because
Right.
I really think they're going to need the support.
Yes, you can be the tour guide, and you'll have fun doing that, and seeing everything through their kids' eyes will be fun too.
Exactly. I haven't taken little kids to Disney in years, so I'm looking forward to it.
I think you're going to have a lot of fun with that. That's cool. Yeah, let the boys go and they can just go out late or do whatever they want to do.
Right, and they can meet up with us for sit-down meals. I don't think we'll do a lot of those, but we'll do at least one or two.
Right.
So
have some times where you meet up. Yep, sometimes maybe some pool time together or whatever. Yeah.
Exactly.
Awesome. Well, Heather, it was so exciting to talk to you. You're awesome, as usual.
Aw, thank you, Kurt. We have to do this more often.
I know. I have such a challenge now, Heather. We've been around for 3.5 years. I have this balance. Like, I love bringing the old gang on because it's so comfortable and fun to do. But I always have this desire to reach out and bring in some new people too, which is always fun to meet some new folks and bring them in. So it's a good problem to have, but and it's hard. When you were down there was 2 other people down there. And one is someone I used to work with, and I'm trying to get a hold of her, Roxanne Steele, to come on the show. And she's a really fun lady. I want to hear her trip. And then our good friend with the Disney Dream Girls, Michelle Young, was there. I want to get her on. She's from the UK. She's a lot of fun.
Yes, and I didn't have a chance to meet up with either of them. I knew that they were there, and a couple of times our paths almost crossed, but it just didn't work out. So
it's getting hard to do trip reports with everybody we know going to Disney World.
Well, you have so many people now. The community has really grown. Since
back when you were the 4th guest on the show.
That's right. It's all those years ago.
It's a good problem to have. Well, thanks for staying with us all this time, and we're looking. Tell us, you got anything to plug? Because you've got your own podcast. You guys do, right?
Yeah, we do. My son and I. He's the one who's a senior / college freshman. Yeah. He's actually homeschooled. The high school part of his education is here at home. So as our technology class, we do a podcast. It's called the Disney Duo Podcast. Right. So it's extremely low budget. It's very random, very haphazard. It's mostly just us chatting about Disney with no particular topic or agenda. So.
Are you thinking we have a high budget?
Oh, no, trust me. It's like really bad. But
shoestring. That's awesome.
Yeah.
It's a good thing about technology these days.
Yeah, that's true. So we do have that podcast, but we basically just do it as part of our homeschool curriculum. Yeah. So, but we have fun with it.
And what's the book you got coming out? We can look for it on Amazon, right?
Yeah. It's called Case Closed. And it's actually the 4th in a series. If you just look me up on Amazon, you'll find my other books.
All right, Heather Brainerd, thanks so much for coming on the show. As always, it was a lot of fun. I can't wait to see you.
Kurt.
I'm going to get to meet you in January.
I know. Seriously. Tell Margita and Judy that we've got to plan something.
Oh, yeah. We'll pick a lounge for sure to hang out.
Perfect.
All right. Hey, you have a good night.
Thanks. You too.
Yeah, we really have some amazing people in our Geekin' family. And talking with Heather this week and looking over all of our almost 200 episodes, I was really reminded of how much fun we've had doing this podcast and still continue to have. I'm trying to think of something fun to do for our 200th episode coming up that's kind of epic and a milestone, and I hope I come up with some good ideas. Well, and some of the Geek and family have been trying to help me with that, so thank you so much, guys. And hey, a big thank you to Beth Jacob for recording and sending in a fun intro. And as she mentioned, she's in France, and she's a blogger for Disneyland Paris. The site is called dlpcafe.com. Go out there and support Beth in her blogging efforts, and we love Beth, and we really want to make that European trip one of these days and see Disneyland Paris and a little bit of Europe, maybe the Isle of Wight with our friend Kevin. And I know we have a guaranteed tour guide in Beth. Well, Again, boy, I'm reminded again this week. The best part of this podcast and our show are the friends we meet and the trip ideas we share. And I would love you to come join us in our Geekin' family. We spend most of our time in this private Facebook group, and it's closed. It is private. It's a place where the geeks, they really give me great feedback on the quality of the positive discussion that we have maintained in that group. And lots of friends have also met through this podcast. So if you want to qualify for that and you got a passion for Walt Disney World and your vacations, you listen to our show and you have fun and you've got a positive attitude, well, search for that group on Facebook, request an invite. You'll actually get some 3 questions that I put out there that are set up for you to answer, and then I may chat with you also before I actually approve that. But come on in and definitely introduce yourself and say hi. Hey, if you want to email me, kurt.stone@geekinonwdw.com if you've got a question. Maybe you want to do an intro. That's what Beth did. She sent in that intro via email and they record them on their cell phones. It's really easy these days with these cell phones. Get a little recorder app, record that, MP4, I think was her format, whatever, MP3, I can handle it all. And just send that in to me, and I love getting those. We're getting lots of compliments on hearing from all of the Geekin' family on the intros. I absolutely love that. You can direct message me on the Twitter @GeekinOnWDW. Leave us a voice recording via GeekSpeak. You can actually ask us questions. You can tell us about a trip that you just had, something interesting, especially if it's real timely and it's going on. That is real cool to hear from your cell phone. You can call us at 860-294-4774. We love for all of our friends to hear what's going on down in Disney World. And again, thank you for retweeting our Twitter posts, sharing our Facebook episode postings. We are really high up there on the Disney World iTunes top 200 list all the time. I'm so excited about that, guys. Thank you so much, guys. Thanks for telling your friends about our podcast and supporting our show and going geeking with us every single week. We love going geeking with you, and we really appreciate you listening and geeking with us every single day. Have a magical day, and I hope all your dreams come true.